Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and it's been a while since we've done a game week predictions video, but they're back. No need to fear. They didn't go anywhere. I just didn't upload last week because I didn't get a chance to, but they are back. And these are the last few game week videos as the Premier League is ending soon. This season of the Premier League is ending, which is good for Liverpool fans. But this is game week 30 Premier League predictions. If you haven't already, leave a like and subscribe if you're new. And yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. First prediction of the week. Man United versus Everton. United have won 3 of their last 5 matches. Everton have won 1 of their last 5 matches. Everton have been doing stinky. It is at Old Trafford, so it's at home for Man United. So that's why I think for this one, it's going to go 2-1 to Man United's way. You may think, how am I thinking Everton are even going to get a goal? But I think Everton will just end up getting a goal after Man United have scored 2, or maybe they'll get a goal like when it's 1-1 and then Man United will end up scoring another one to make it 2-1. The players to be doing well for Man United that match, or scoring for Man United that match, will be Rashford or Garnacho. So that's going to go 2-1 to United at home at Old Trafford, and United are going to win that. Take 3 points as they obviously should. Next up, Brentford and Newcastle. Brentford have won 2 of their last 5 matches. Newcastle have won 3 of their last 5 matches. It's an away match for Newcastle, but I don't think this is going to phase them in any way. I think they're going to cause an upset to Brentford fans. Since Newcastle have been on form, they just beat United as well, so that was a really good win for them. I think it's going to be 3-1 to Newcastle, and I think it's going to be an upset to Brentford fans, but it was an obvious one and it was coming anyway. As Newcastle have been on form, Brentford haven't been the best. They haven't been too bad, but it's Newcastle, so yeah, it was obvious. 3-1 to Newcastle, an away win for them, and they take the 3 points. Saint Maximin or Isaac scoring the goals, I think. Maybe getting a few assists in that match. Next up, Leicester and Bournemouth. Okay, so this one's an interesting prediction. Leicester have won 0 of their last 5. Very stinky. Bournemouth have won 2 of their last 5. So that's not good either, but it's way better than Leicester. And the thing is, it's going to be at the King Power Stadium, so it's going to be away for Bournemouth. But I don't think that's going to faze Bournemouth. Leicester have been on terrible form. Bournemouth haven't been too bad, so I think Bournemouth are going to come in with the 1-0 and take the win from Leicester away. Get 3 points away at King Power. Get 3 points at King Power for Bournemouth. It may be an away win or maybe an away game, but Bournemouth are going to take it as an away win. 1-0 to Bournemouth. And I think for Bournemouth, scoring the goal is going to be Tavernier. He's been good recently. Been seeing him play well for Bournemouth, so I think he's going to get a goal for Bournemouth. And I think it's going to be 1-0 to Bournemouth against Leicester away, with Tavernier scoring that goal, or maybe even assisting it, you never know. Next up, Fulham and West Ham. Fulham have won 1 of their last 5 matches. West Ham have won 3 of their last 5 matches. So obviously going into this, West Ham are on the better form here. Obviously it is an away match for West Ham and a home match for Fulham, but I still think it's going to go to West Ham's way, and I think it's going to be a 2-1 win to West Ham. It's going to be a tight match just because it's at Fulham's home, but I still think West Ham are going to get away with it, and they're going to take the 3 points. It's going to be either Mikel Antonio or Gerard Bowen scoring or assisting for West Ham that match. Next up, Spurs and Brighton. This is a very interesting match. Spurs have won 1 of their last 5, so very stinky. And Spurs, they're not a bad team, let's be honest. They're not a bad team. They just can't win anything. Like, they can't win trophies. That's what they're allergic to. Just sacked Conte as well. Or it's Conte left or whatever, I don't know. But Conte's not there anymore, that's the point. And they're on their search for a new manager. Brighton have won 3 of their last 5. It may be at Spurs' home, but this is going to cause an upset to the Spurs fans, if there are any. My bad, Danny Aarons, okay? To be fair, Danny Aarons is like the only actual Spurs fan I know. I've never heard of a Spurs fan other than Danny Aarons, but fair to you, still supporting them right now in their tough times. But I still think this is going 1-0 to Brighton's way. It may be an away win for Brighton. It's going to be an upset to all Spurs fans. Brighton are going to win it 1-0, and I think scoring it is going to be Mac Allister. World Cup winner, of course. And I think he's going to be the one scoring the goal, getting Brighton the 3 points, which are going to help them a lot in the last few weeks of the Premier League. Next up, Aston Villa and Nottingham Forest. It's at Villa Park, so it's a home match to Aston Villa. Aston Villa have been on form recently. They've won 4 of their last 5 matches. And they've drew 1, obviously. Nottingham Forest won 0 of their last 5. Lost 3 of their last 5. And drew 2 of their last 5. So, terrible, basically. Okay, well, not terrible, but just not good. That's my point. They haven't won any of their last 5, and the best they've done is drew 2 of their last 5. So Nottingham Forest have been on a stinker recently. That's why I think as it's at Villa's home, Villa have been on form. Nottingham Forest haven't been on form. Clean sheet, 4-0 win to Aston Villa. Simple as that. Nothing else said. Watkins scores, and maybe Coutinho, if he gets himself a sub on or something, because he is more of an impact sub nowadays for Aston Villa, which is the sad truth, but it's peak. But if he gets subbed on, maybe Coutinho scores, and I think Watkins gets himself a few goals, maybe a brace, maybe even a hat-trick. or maybe even 4 goals for Watkins, and maybe even an assist for Watkins or an assist for Coutinho. But either way, Watkins or Coutinho scoring or assisting in that match. Next up, Wolves and Chelsea. It's at Wolves' stadium, so it's a home match for Wolves. Wolves have won 1 of their last 5 matches, lost 3 of their last 5, and drew 1 of their last 5. So not good at all. Obviously better than Nottingham Forest just now, but not good at all. Chelsea won 2 of their last 5, drew 2 of their last 5, including the Liverpool match that was just played, and they've lost 1 of their last 5. So Chelsea haven't been too bad. They haven't been that bad, actually. I'll give it to them. They haven't been that bad. But to be fair, the signings they're making, they should be really good. But I'm not going to slander Chelsea, as Liverpool are not in the position to slander other teams. But they haven't been too bad, let's just say that. And that's why I think it's going to be an upset for Wolves fans. They may be at home, but I think Chelsea are going to come in and take the 3 points from Wolves, as Chelsea are playing an away match. And it's going to be 2-1 to Chelsea. That's what I'm saying. In scoring, I think João Felix, I just watched him again. João Felix is a baller, personally. And Kante was back. The man, the myth, the legend. Kante was back. And he was doing well. So I didn't even put that on my predictions, but I'm going to add that now. I think Kante getting himself an assist or being a key part in Chelsea's win over Wolves in the next match, if they play Kante, that's if they play him. But if not, João Felix or Enzo Fernandez getting themselves a goal or assist or being a big part in Chelsea's win. If not, Kante being a big part in Chelsea's win for the next match. Because Kante was a baller in that match against Liverpool. They have not scored, but he did really sick. As you can see, that's his first game back since last year. So Kante did very sick, and I think he's going to be a big part of their win against Wolves. But end result, 2-1 to Chelsea against Wolves. As an away win for Chelsea, they take the 3 points, and it helps them a lot in the last few stages of the Premier League. Next up, Southampton and Manchester City. It's a home match to Southampton, so it's peak. But Southampton have only won 1 of their last 5. They lost 2 of their last 5 and drew 2 of their last 5, which is not good at all. It's not bad, but it's not. Well, it is quite bad, but it's not good. I mean, it's not terrible because I've seen worse teams on form, but it's not good. Let's just put it that way. And even though it's a home match, City have won 5 out of their last 5 matches. I think that's the only team to do that so far, currently on this week of the Premier League for the last 5. Obviously, it's including the Champions League matches, against Leipzig and then the other few matches as well. But I think this is the obvious one. It may be a City away, but I think it's going to be 3-0 to City, simple as that. If Haaland's back by then, Haaland is scoring a hat-trick. Quote me on it, say whatever you want. Haaland's going to brace a hat-trick if he's back by then, because Haaland's just that guy. And if Haaland is not back by then, I think City star player will be Mahrez, helping them get that 3-0 win against Southampton away and causing an upset to all Southampton fans at home. Next up, Leeds and Crystal Palace. Leeds won 2 of their last 5, lost 2 of their last 5, and drew 1 of their last 5. So pretty even, based around wins and losses. Crystal Palace won 1 of their last 5 and lost 4 of their last 5, which is shocking. So Crystal Palace haven't been bad, that's the thing. They've just been getting really unlucky. Obviously, it's bad that they're losing 4 of their last 5, but I think they're not a bad team. They've got the potential, but if they play properly, then they can actually win. It's going to be at Leeds' home, and that's why I'm saying it's going 2-0 to Leeds, as Leeds have been the better team so far recently, form-wise. And I'm saying it's going to be 2-0 to Leeds. A home win for Leeds, 3 points to Leeds. Scoring, I'm saying Harrison or Sinistera. They've both been ballers for Leeds recently. For the last 5 matches, they've helped them get key wins. So I think this is going to be one of those matches of games where they help them get the 2-0 win over Crystal Palace. Maybe scoring or assisting Sinistera or Harrison, just being key players in Leeds' win. Last match of the week. The one I've been waiting to predict the whole video. Liverpool versus Arsenal. At home, it's at Anfield. So there's a very good chance. We do have a chance. And okay, I may sound biased here, and I'm always going to be biased towards my team because I'm a Liverpool fan. So I just can't not be biased towards my team, if you know what I'm saying. But there's a chance. Liverpool won 1 of their last 5, lost 3, and drew 1, which is very poor. I'm not going to lie. For the standards Liverpool have set themselves over the past few years, to be losing 3 of their last 5 is crazy. But Arsenal won 3 of their last 5, drew 2, which is really good, to be fair. So it's actually decent from Arsenal. Obviously, they're first right now currently, as of the time of recording this. I think when releasing it, it'll be any different, because I'm pretty sure they're quite a few points ahead of City. So I think this league is Arsenal's. There's no doubt about it. If they choke it now, then I don't know. Arsenal don't ever deserve to win a Premier League again if they choke it now. But they won't choke it. I know they won't choke it. Arsenal are a good team, and I think they're going to win it. But when it comes to this match, it's at home. It's at Anfield. I think at worst, if we play our worst, it's going to be 1-0 to Arsenal. I think if Liverpool play their worst, it's going to be 1-0 to Arsenal at worst. I think it's genuinely going to be 1-0 as it's a home match. But hear me out. If Luis Diaz is back for Liverpool, he's a warrior. Trust me, he's one of our best players. It may sound like I'm being deluded, but if he's back and he's playing the way he should be, I think it's 2-1 to Liverpool. I may sound really biased, and I'm going to be biased because it's my team, but I'm saying at worst, if there's no Diaz, if we play bad, 1-0. If Diaz is back, then 2-1. Key players for Arsenal, I think Arsenal, the whole team is a key because they all have been doing well as a collective recently, Arsenal. So if Arsenal do win, Saka being their best player, I think I'm just going to name one player because the whole of the Arsenal squad are just sick and they have been on form. If they do win, I won't be surprised. But if Diaz is back, I think it's going to be a Diaz masterclass and he's going to help us win 2-1 against Arsenal. Obviously, that's speaking as a Liverpool fan and it's hoping as a Liverpool fan. So hopefully that does happen. But if not, then Arsenal will take the win 1-0. And yeah, Saka being their key player. That's the last match of the game week Premier League predictions. They are back now, so leave a like if you enjoyed it and if you missed them. And yeah, let me know your thoughts and predictions on my thoughts and predictions. Who you think's going to win. If I said anything wrong, tell me what you think on it. And yeah, if you haven't already, please leave a like and subscribe if you're new because I really would appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed this game week Premier League predictions back again. I think it's been like 3 weeks since I've done my last one. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video being back of game week Premier League predictions. And yeah, leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.